think he actually can get into the game. It's going to be map 1 between FaZe and Optic getting underway.
Well, kicking things off with Zuma. We'll see what he's able to do early. Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at him, but Clayster able to clear the way as he tries to bounce out, not able to find anything. But we'll kick things over to Attach's lead submachine gun player. He's getting entry kills on Scumpy before ultimately dropping. Let's see where he gets up on the spawn. Looks like he's going to spawn out in rocks. Try to line up a few frags here, see if he can pick anything up. But he's probably going to drop as soon as he pushes out. Let's get closer to the action here for Optic Gaming.
And you just see some of the assault rifles coming into play early. You see Karma with the Man of War. Go on board. It's going to be Formal with an M8. So both of those players opt to go with different assault rifles. Going to play different positions. Formal plays a little bit more passive. Go further back. Karma is going to be in and around the hard points trying to help his team. He's going to drop there with the Man of War, and it's going to be Scump taking the last few seconds here. It's a good start for Optic Gaming, but they're going to give up mansion control here to FaZe. It's a very important few kills Optic Gaming needs to get here. Nice shots there by Scump, taking out Clay behind top tables, and he's going to have one more player directly in front of him.
You saw that too, like that close fight like that when he has stock, man, just shaking and baking. Tough for Clayster to end up getting a couple burst in on him, so he is ultimately able to win it. Now we'll stick with Krem6 as he's coming in the back. He's able to find Attach. The nade in. You see one player on X-ray lower, not able to find it. One person behind him, I think, and below as well. Will he be able to hunt down these kills? Now he's got one in front. The movement not able to pick it up. Let's actually switch focus over to Enable. Enable, when one of the more consistent slayers for this FaZe side. He's currently 5-3 on a 3 streak.
I feel like early in Black Ops 3, we talked about Enable a ton, and then he's just going to become a guy that we've expected great games from, but a little bit underappreciated. I mean, at the beginning, he was just putting up monster numbers in the slaying department and crazy hill time. Now still putting up the same good games, and you see FaZe starting to blow this game open, Maeve, and it's going to be FaZe keeping the mansion control for pretty much the extended period of time in that hill. Optic's going to challenge the last few seconds, but it's going to be FaZe set up for half wall. It's going to be Attach losing a big gun battle. That's Scump with a VMP taking him out with an M8. Such a difficult shot to hit. And now it's going to force Zuma to rotate all the way out, try and get these cuts. Karma picks him up before any of his teammates drop. Huge kills going down for Optic Gaming.
Well, Clayster, though, is really starting to heat up. Right as I say it, he ends up dropping. You do have Heatwave here for Attach. He might try to Heatwave in. There it is. He helps his teammates pick up one. He's getting the points to the hard point, but Optic is soaring in. Scump starting to go off. He's 9-6 on a 4 streak. Let's stick with him through the respawn. FaZe has built a bit of a lead, but you know how it works with Optic typically. You get to that 100 area with a team, and that's kind of when they sort of take over and explode. Let's see if they can opt to do it here or if FaZe will remain in control of this.
Yeah, the thing with Optic, I mean, you can beat them in hardpoint if you just kind of weather that storm. You know the push and the assault is going to come. They're going to start to pick up kills. It's just a matter of whether you can, keep the game close at that moment in time. Maybe pick up some kills for yourself, although it's very difficult when they start to get rolling. And it's really about giving up, controlling those spawns to the next hardpoint. I mean, right now, 5 seconds left on this hardpoint. It's going to be FaZe taking the remainder of the time. And it doesn't look like anyone really set up great for this next hardpoint. It's going to be one player from Optic inside the hill, but look at this back area. I mean, it's going to be FaZe able to control it. They should be able to control the spawns, which they do.
And we're really going to need to keep an eye on Formal and Clayster coming up here, because they're usually, we've seen 2, even 3 weapons on this particular map. With the band, it's going to limit it to 1 weapon apiece. You're going to have a scythe for Clayster and Formal. So as we get closer to bunker here, honestly, whoever gets a big edge with that and can really lock down a lane, it may be a really, really crucial part of who's picking up time there at bunker.
Well, you might not even need to use it on bunker, right? A scythe is not I mean, we've seen
Well, if you get the hold, you can look out towards back lot.
Right,
I mean,
we've
really
seen it do some nice things on bunker. I think you could even save it, though, for later. I mean, you get control of that mid again. I think mid is a very good hardpoint to control in the second rotation of hills. It looks like Optic's going to give up already on this hardpoint.
So this is going to be a full hold for FaZe.
It is. And you look at some of the things that FaZe has coming up. Naval not going to have camo in time. It's really just going to be Clay with the scythe. And I don't think you want to use the scythe to break into the hardpoint. You want to use it once you get set up. And Clay doing a nice job waiting for teammates. And it looks like, judging by the mini-map, that you're going to see a pinch try and come in here from FaZe. It was Clay trying to put pressure over by bunker, but the assault's really going to come from mansion. That's where the guys on FaZe can really make an impact here.
Well, let's see if Scump can hold off the initial onslaught. They're holding down the back. Well, Krim ended up dropping, so now the pressure is going to probably fly in from both sides. They're starting to trade him out. I think the heat wave going off. That's from Karma. He's able to pick up 2. Can he deal with the backside as well? Karma having to do everything now. He has Formal coming up through Fire Pit, pinching around the back, so Formal's actually able to find 3. Yeah, can he find the 4th? Not able to do it, but Karma on the backside will clean it up. That duo of Karma and Formal completely just obliterated FaZe.
Yeah, they went huge. Karma played that perfectly. Very passive, just waited for his teammates to make that flank, specifically Formal. And once Formal was there, he was able to pick up the kills, and then Karma came and completed the pinch. And see.
Well, Karma held off what, 3 inside,
yeah.
and then Formal held off 3 on the back during their
Karma's
fun.
still working on streaks. Optic takes a very nice hard point here. So it looks like he's going to actually earn himself the dart in the lightning strike, and he's going to have one player crossing, going to be able to complete that. So Karma's going to get the Hellstorm missile as well. That'll be huge for Optic Gaming if they can make the comeback in this one.
And you could see he was struggling a bit before this. He was 8-16. This 6 streak has really brought him back into this, probably trying to build a little bit of confidence as well, but he will end up dropping. I want to stick with him because he's got these streaks. Is he able to connect on multiple players? It looks like he's just going to go for one there near half wall. Now he's starting to slide on in. He's got Formal to his left. He's going to need Formal's help, as there was one at half wall that you can see Formal has been tagged up too. Where do you think the scythe comes into play? Clayster's already used his. Formal is still holding on.
Clay used his to get some control here in the middle, which I think is a good play. It's something I brought up when you asked me about the scythe use. I think if you're Formal at this point, there's no point to use it. Here, obviously, Mansion, not a good spot either. I think you use it potentially on the rotation.
Yeah, but are you getting to the point where you're only going to get one use now?
Probably. You're probably only going to get one use of the scythe on the side of Optic Gaming. Clay, obviously, you'd have to have a pretty good second half to earn his, but there's still an outside chance. With the way the score is, it's pretty close. It's going to be an extended game. There's a chance Clay gets it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this makes it to bunker. He should be having it up again, but let's see if he's able to pull it off. He's able to find a kill there. Attach picking up one as well. It'll be Enable, though, and Attach inside around the hard point. Enable trying to check outside. Assault one by Fire Pit, playing behind couches. Now as the pressure comes in, the shot shaky, but enough to connect and pick one up. Him and Zuma doing a good job holding on. He's going to check back by Lambo as the pressure comes in. Enable finds that as well. FaZe holding on. And this is a hard point where they dominated Optic on previously. They're getting it done here as well.
And something that's very interesting is we talked about, like, FaZe, how do they have these close games? Because they just start slaying so much. Like, everybody's so individually talented that, like, nobody's in the hard point. I feel like one thing they've done a great adjustment here in stage 2 is Enable. He's been a mainstay inside of the hill, and then usually it's kind of like Advanced Warfare, where it's either one of the two. Like, Attach is having a big game and Zuma's in the hard point, or Zuma's having a big game and Attach is in the hard point.
Well, let's see if Zuma's lightning connects on anything in rocks. It looks like it picks up one. His kinetic armor goes up. He finds two. The heat wave comes in. If he had stayed looking, focusing on that area, he might have been able to pick up Karma as well. But you do have Attach in for the trade before finally falling. Let's focus on now the Optic Gaming hold for a bit. Crim, Scump, Karma all on the kill feed. Is they're able to clear it out. And look how far they spawn out the side of FaZe. I mean, I know they have one closest satellite, but everyone else having to rotate all the way over from back lot, man.
So this is where teams usually get blown out against Optic Gaming. You see they start to go on a little bit of a tear, and they're not able to complete the kills to bring it back. And you see 3 kills in the feed there for FaZe. And now they need to figure out a way to get control of the hard point. You see Enable's trying to push up. He's going to get one. Scump here in a perfect position to lock this down. If you're FaZe, you got to be contemplating. Do we just rotate, play for the spawns, try and make this back at Snow, and go with a little bit of a closer game, or do we keep challenging this? And I would actually opt to play for those spawns for the next hard point, because it doesn't look like they're going to get control of half wall, and now it's going to be a pretty close game going into this large Snow area, and Karma has these streaks to work with.
And that was a really good hold for Optic. You end up getting nearly a full 60. I think FaZe had it right off the rip, and then you get the break in. And now everyone getting shut down. You get
nothing with the lightning.
Nothing whatsoever with the lightning, and 3 players drop for Optic. So everyone inside the hard point going to be FaZe, at least for the time being. But Crim able to find one, Crim able to find 2. Now finding time inside of the hard point. He just needs teammates to pick that up, as now it's currently being contested. There is a dart out. Is that coming in from Karma? It looks like Karma had the dart out. He was able to at least pick up one on Attach.
And now Crim has played very well with the submachine gun in his hands as of late. We've seen him picking up some big kills. Karma grabs 2 there inside of the hard point, but back on with Crim. He's going to be working with Scump, trying to get control of this hill. He's able to pick up one, and they're able to get control. Nice plays there from Optic Gaming. 17 seconds left on this hard point. It's going to be FaZe setting up for bunker. I like this decision a lot.
And this is back-to-back hard points where Optic is going to get the edge, but you know how important this hold, if bunker could be.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to go up by a handful of seconds, Optic, and FaZe, as long as they pick up these kills on rotation, they'll be able to make it right back.
Well, let's see if they can hold on. So far, the back's been cleaned out. They're all pressing in from one side. They've got to go and try to get the break before the 2 other FaZe members are able to rotate over. That's exactly what they do. Both might end up dropping. The heat wave comes in. They're able to respond, but they cannot win the gunfights. It's still Enable holding on inside, and now Optic has to deal with the full side of FaZe.
Well, now they get Clay in there as well, and that's what's important. You get the AR player set up inside a bunker, and you're able to just put down some shots, pepper some players as they come in, and let the SMGs finish them off. And Attach actually finishes off Zuma there with a team kill, and Attach able to get one. Ducks down, trying to just hide, just bait his life out there.
There's the break.
He drops, but the break comes in for Optic Gaming. 20 seconds left on it. They'll be able to take the lead here. FaZe coming in on a nice pinch. Still a ton of time left.
And I think FaZe only earned, what, 10 or so points because it was so hotly contested by the side of Optic. So when you take a look at this, it's probably going to end up being a 15 to 20 point advantage you actually get off a bunker there for Optic Gaming. And this is going to push them out to what? We're looking at 212. So they're going to have an 18, 20 point advantage right now for Optic. This one definitely coming down to the wire. And it looks like the scythe of Clayster definitely going to come into play. So he's going to get one additional use out of this compared to Formal.
So, well, I mean, Formal still has the opportunity to earn his as well.
He's got a ways to go. He might, though, yeah.
Ways to go,
Clayster's just popped.
Clay is going to be able to get one. He's just going to turn, watches back, and he's going to just entry his SMGs into the hard point. So Zuma, you see in the kill feed, picks up 2. Clay opens that up, forces players to just dive out at Zuma as soon as he picks up those kills with the scythe. And Clay, being very passive, turns on Scump there with the scythe. Nice shots there from Clayster. Knows one more player is challenging, not able to pick it up. It's going to be Optic Gaming, though, still in charge of this hardpoint. FaZe finally takes it back. 20 seconds left on it. If you're Optic, you got to think about, locking down this mansion.
Well, what's scary, because FaZe has dominated them twice, right? On mansion, I believe both times it's been pretty strong holds by FaZe.
You just can't keep pushing to get control. It's going to be FaZe taking the last few seconds here on that first hardpoint, but this is where I think the game is going to be won or lost for either side. Who controls mansion this time around?
Well, here we go, baby. It's coming down to the stretch. Game all but tied. You have Clayster dropping, but 41 and a 4 streak for Zuma. Can he answer? Pushing out, should have 1 kill, not able to win that. That's Formal and crew coming in. Formal wins 1. He's throwing nades at Karma, not able to pick it up, but Karma is maintaining the pressure. 230, 20 more points needed for Optic. He's got Heatwave to go with, pops it off, but he doesn't end up getting the kill. Scott may be there to finish it up, but he's actually watching the backside, not able to get both. FaZe breaking in for the time being. No one able to maintain
and FaZe can win it off here, and that's a huge play there. I mean, Karma uses his Heatwave, and they're able to take him out, and that player stays alive, pushes into the hard point, and you should see FaZe here. As long as they pick up this one player directly to the right, should be able to take the lead. And I think it's important. If you're FaZe, I push attach out towards Snow.
Push him out. You can get exactly. I think you win perfectly. I think you get exactly 250 as long as they can prevent Optic from getting in. Can they shut down the contest? It's been contested for a second, so you're not going to be able to win it here. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Enable going big and going out to find the 3rd. There it is. Enable going huge, but it's going to be Optic inside the hard point. Formal did get that scythe. We weren't sure if he get the 2nd. He did, but he's going to end up falling. They need 2 points, 1 point. There it is.